alert for anybody out there who is trying to look for videos by sorting by upload date. The sort by upload date code that was ampersand SP equals CAI %25 3D, which just translates as %SP equals CAI equals. That was the code set that would tell YouTube to take whatever you typed in as an inquiry or a query and sort by upload date. It is officially either being completely disabled or ignored. Ironically, when you look up sort by upload date, it will show you accurate information back to 3 weeks ago. I have a video much more recent than that, and to prevent things that are recent from showing up, they've disabled it completely. Now remember, they removed it from the drop-down unless you get lucky in A/B test or whatever to where it'll bring it up. When I look up Rust Legacy, it brings up a video from a year ago, 2 years ago, 9 years ago, etc. Then it goes back to 2 months ago when you look it up normally. When I look it up with the string correct to do a sort by upload date, the response I get shows that it isn't working anymore. And then it does or doesn't. Basically, if you try doing it repeatedly, it might work. But here's an example of it deliberately poisoning the results. Rust Legacy, looking it up, it shows 9 hours ago I did a video. I know there was a newer one after that. Also know there was one from a couple of days ago. And it brings up, instead of looking up what you were looking for, it treats it as if you typed in some random characters, and it starts bringing up things like ships, lots of AI stuff, by the way, anything involving what you're not looking for. And it doesn't sort by time and date stamp anymore. And then it goes ahead and does it again, and it becomes unstable. So what does this mean? Well, instead of giving you a consistent, reliable, we know what we're doing impression, YouTube, and therefore Google and Alphabet, have chosen to state that their search engine-based conglomerate doesn't know how to do search engine things. Again, weaponizing incompetence or errors to do this. If you haven't already noticed, some of you may have noticed that the videos will say that the video isn't available when obviously it is. Basically, it'll say that as a lie because it detects that you're blocking ads. So it'll just say every video you're looking up after you've watched for X number of minutes or maybe an hour or whatever, it will say, there aren't any videos. We have nothing. If I click on any of these, I can guarantee you that after a certain period of time or an uncertain period of time, it will make the videos disappear. Next, as if that wasn't annoying enough, most of you have been experiencing where it will decide to change the frame rate midway through the video and the resolution, causing errors that normally couldn't happen, making the video glitch and sputter because you're not using the right browser. It wants you to use Chrome. It wants you to use a new browser, blah, blah, blah. And it doesn't matter if you tell the web browser you have to act like it's the other or use it. I can use Google Chrome and use the utility on it and tell it to lie and say it's Firefox. Instantly has problems. And if I load up Firefox, a current version, instantly has problems. This is part of the, monopolization or the antitrust behavior that this company is doing. They're pulling a Microsoft. Best if seen with a certain browser. And on top of that, let's just get me, old man yells at clouds, completely finished up. Websites are now using Cloudflare. I'll use that for the icon. And as you might imagine, if we have our Cloudflare basically censoring the internet entirely unless we use a browser that it can probe, meaning it has no security turned on, you're not allowed to see the internet. Eventually, if the internet all submits to our overlords at Cloudflare, no one will be able to look at the internet unless they get a browser that's deliberately weakened so that your computer's information is at the disposal of any company that wants to steal information. And it's not even done in some secretive way. Recently, every web browser company that I know of that's considered acceptable and the right kind of browser now requires that you use AI. Now, this isn't the tinfoil hat thing because They've been caught doing this, mining information, grabbing data they don't have any right to. If you keep your web browser in an isolated memory space, it'll try to get out, and it will try to grab data, and it will keep information it's not supposed to have. And if you make it to where it can't do that, then suddenly you have the wrong kind of browser, just because you turned off certain features. Mine is configured to, if it gets anything stored up during its usage, it erases it. Every one of them is set that way. And if they have an ability to get around it, I get a copy of it that doesn't do it. So let's review. Cloudflare, old man yells at cloud image, is going to absolutely screw up the internet. AI is going to screw up the rest of it on your computer. And Google and the others are enjoying their ability to be unchecked monopolies and or just, I don't even know what the word for it. We used to call it Microsofting or, give it other names. At one time we would make fun of everything as being like AOL. Now it's just all of it's the same shit. So again, if you're having trouble with, looking up videos by sorting by upload date, or if you're having trouble with the videos not working because it says not available at this time, blah, 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 when it obviously is. Since you can play it through a different website that will let you just play the video with it, never being able to argue, and just plays the damn video. The video is obviously there. It's lying, it's lame ducking, or it's doing FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt, where it makes it say, create a fake error message or a problem when there's no problem because you're using a browser they don't like. Or worse, you're the evil person who keeps them from showing ads. All of them are basically the same problem. It's I don't want them poking around on my computer without my permission. Also, if you have a website that embedded any videos in the last, I don't even know how long it's been. It's like, is it a decade now? Or you put them up on Facebook or whatever. Those won't play anymore on most browsers now. The majority of browsers. But WebTech, you just gotta know. The majority of people using computers can't look at videos embedded. That's deliberate. They sabotaged and fucked up their own product. And again, this is a mega corporation that is based on search engine activity that can't work now because it won't obey the parameters that we feed it. It is acting unstable. It's doing bad things. No, it's not an outage. It's on purpose. When all they'd have to do, and we all know it, let's all say it together, is put it back the way it was when it worked and then stop fucking with it. And they're not going to do that. This has nothing to do with you being able to find something you're looking for. It has to do with them seeing how much they can fuck with you before you, in frustration, give up. Then they'll know your limit. They'll know that you'll eventually give up and not load up yet another hack to get around their bullshit. And they'll figure out, okay, if we just mess with them enough, they'll have to, give in and use our browser or disable the things we want disabled and that sort of thing. And remember, in their wording on their terms of service, they include arbitration and potential lawsuits. These companies all do this shit. They include a veiled threat of taking you to court for not letting them poke around at your computer and fuck with your computer. So yeah, eventually you will have to run an AI. You will have to have a browser that's approved by some corporation, and you will not be allowed to surf the net like you did before. And remember, this is on like an account I control, or whether I'm logged in or not, doesn't matter. Disabling things that worked never has a reason that's good. Never seen it done that way. It's not stressing their server any more than searching anything else. And again, it's a search engine company claiming, basically, failing at searching for things. And this is why people should invest in them. Well, it isn't. The company Google, as we use it as an action, isn't about search engine. It's not about finding what you're looking for. It's about shoving things in your face that someone paid them to show you. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with that. That ends this rant. But yeah, it appears that they've disabled that, and I don't know what they're going to break next, but they'll break something else. Bye.